Hi, I'm James Hetherington.
I'm Chris Gusker.
And welcome to the 7th edition of the Fiasco Sports World Cup show. Today we're going to be talking about Group G. Chris, who have you got for us?
Alright, so we have Germany, Portugal, Ghana and the United States. Interesting group.
Effectively the group of death. Let's check it out. So Chris, taking a stab in the dark, who will I be supporting in this group?
See now, I don't know. See,
for me, Germany, I hope they win it. I hope they win it because they are young, they are bright, they shined in 2010 with a young squad, and now that young squad is 4 years older, I think they can go the distance.
Yeah, absolutely. I reckon that, even though it is, on South American soil, I reckon Germany have the talent. They certainly proved it last year, like last World Cup, like you said, because, that is a team that's building, and, it's always scary when a team that's so-called building a young squad finishes third. That's a bit frightening.
Absolutely, agree completely. Now, funnily enough, no European team, I don't know if you know this stat, no European team has ever won in South America the World Cup. That's pretty significant. To be the first one to be a huge accomplishment for Germany, and I think they can do it personally.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, like you said, they've got the weapons up front. I mean, Oatsu obviously leads the charge.
Exactly.
But I mean, I was going to say you go representing there, but I reckon they do have the qualities to go all the way.
Absolutely. Now, the rest of the group, who here for you? In my opinion, Germany's number one, hands down. Who's number two?
Portugal, Just. Now, see, I don't rate Portugal that highly, to be 100% honest. I mean, of course, your first option is Cristiano Ronaldo, and I mean,
of course,
in the world, that's probably one of the best first options you can have.
Yep.
But apart from that, I just don't see that there's a lot else. They lack that sort of edge, I reckon, for me, to kind of go a lot further. I mean, I reckon they might advance through this group, but I don't think they'll get much further.
The funny thing with this group is anyone can advance, anyone can get knocked out. I want Germany to go ahead, but there's nothing saying they can't have a France 2010 World Cup and just crash and burn. The United States is a surprisingly skilled squad. They left out Landon Donovan, everyone's talking about it, but the skill's still there. They left him out for a reason. Ghana could do it, Portugal could do it. I can really see this group going anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I can see, a couple of draws deciding it even. I mean, and that's the sort of way that you kind of want these groups to go down. You don't really want them one-sided. You kind of want to see the group stages as exciting as the knockout stages, I guess. You're kind of building up that sort of tournament stage of the World Cup. Yeah, definitely. I reckon it's going to be really interesting. There's some real crunch matches in this one. So for you, top scorer of the group, Cristiano Ronaldo? Yeah, I'm going to have to say so, just because, it is the group stages. He is a lot of class, and I mean, especially when he can score 4 goals by himself against Sweden in 2 legs.
Exactly.
I mean, who can forget that? But I mean, apart from that, I just don't reckon the rest of the team's got enough around him to go any further, but I do reckon he's good enough to lead that group stage.
Absolutely. Now, for me, Portugal will be... excuse me. Portugal will be number 2, Germany will be number 1. Germany have the most complete squad there. Yeah. They've got it. In my opinion, anything can happen. Portugal number 2 for the sheer reason that Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah. Superstars pick up their teams, put them on their back and carry them ahead.
Yeah,
for me, these are the 2 teams going ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I'd love to say that Ghana, because I do love watching the African nations play. They play with such a flair and excitement that I just love watching. But in the end of the day, there's just too much class in those other 2 teams.
Next segment, big call. Chris, I can tell you're desperate to go first on this one. Let's hear it.
I was going to say it's my first big call on the Fiasco Sports World Cup show. I've just got to get it out. I'm really excited. Germany, 9 points, 8 goals. And the reason I say that, Germany's not going to lose against any of these teams. They can beat Portugal, and that's their biggest test in this group. And I mean, like you said, it's open to anyone. So I mean, Ghana and the United States can give them a stir, but in the end of the day, I don't reckon so. And I reckon their offense is just too powerful to go over this sort of group. 8 goals, 9 points for me.
Good one. My big call is Portugal will beat Germany in the first match. That's next Tuesday.
Really?
That's my big call. Tuesday, 1:30 AM. That's my big call for the absolute reason that Germany will go in slightly underestimating Portugal's entire team as opposed to Cristiano Ronaldo. There will be a big focus on Cristiano Ronaldo, but unfortunately, the other players, they do have a few. Matinho from AS Monaco, what comes to mind. He is a star. He can do it in Ronaldo's absence, and I think Germany are going to overcompensate for Ronaldo and let Portugal slip underneath them. I still think Germany will go top, but I think that over focus on Ronaldo is going to cost them early.
Really?
So, our favourite segment of the week, Chris's first time doing it, yellow card. So, Chris, take us off.
Alright, so I like getting angry. So basically, there is a Ghanaian witch doctor who has been operating behind the scenes on Cristiano Ronaldo's left thigh, apparently for the few months coming up to the World Cup. He said he was working on it. to try to make sure that Cristiano Ronaldo was not ready for the World Cup. And I just think that is rubbish. Yellow card to you.
That's a witch doctor.
That's a witch doctor. They have got a witch doctor apparently trying to do some work on Cristiano Ronaldo. We now know, obviously, he got through the match against Ireland and he's looking good to go. So obviously this witch doctor's done poorly. But seriously, why do you have to go and get a witch doctor? I mean, seriously, just work on some tactics on the team or something. That's ridiculous.
Agree completely. You see crazy things when players are desperate to play in a competition. One that comes to mind is Diego Costa. He was desperate to play in the Champions League final. As you would be, of course. But he saw a so-called miracle doctor in Spain that had him on the pitch for maybe 10 minutes and then he got chucked off.
They just need 9 miracle doctors.
9 miracle doctors. Maybe that's one per player.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair actually. Yeah, just hire a whole team of miracle doctors. I like that.
Mario Balotelli.
Of course.
Probably the biggest character in world football, in my opinion. Up there was Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Oh, has to be.
Very entertaining, but some of the stuff you do, mate, it's just, what are you thinking? The one that comes to mind this week is the Christ the Redeemer statue in Rio de Janeiro. Mario Balotelli has actually posted a picture of him standing there with the arms up and a Balotelli Italy jersey on. Balotelli name just there, number and everything, just like this. So now I'm guessing Balotelli is Christ the Redeemer.
He is absurd. I think we wouldn't have him any other way though, would we?
Absolutely not. He's too entertaining to not have in world football. He earns my yellow card of the week. Ballo, what can I say? It's amusing, but really? Really?
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, someone had to do it though. You had to think that someone had to do it. And
if it was going to be someone,
it was going to be Balotelli.
It was going to be Balotelli.
Absolutely.
Alright, good.
Thank you for watching the Fiasco Sports World Cup show.
As always, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, all the social media, check out our website, and stay tuned for the next episode. Cheers.